So as you guys know, the Super Bowl went on just yesterday as I recorded this video, and there's a lot to talk about. There is a whole bunch to talk about. A lot of stuff happened. It was a great atmosphere. It was a great game in general, and I'm really happy to talk to you about it, especially considering that I didn't put a Super Bowl prediction out, but a little spoiler, I would have got the prediction wrong anyway. But of course, before I get right into this video, make sure to like, subscribe, turn the notification bell. You guys help me out a little bit. And without further ado, let's get right into this video. Now, of course, starting off with the atmosphere, it was absolutely immaculate. LA is one of the best places to host events like the Super Bowl. You had Jay-Z, Antonio Brown, Kanye, LeBron, J-Lo. Everybody was at the Super Bowl that day. It was insane. The Super Bowl halftime show, which I'm going to get to talking to later, is insane. However, let's get into talking about the actual real game, starting off with the Rams. Now, the LA Rams were absolutely impressive. I mean, Cooper Kupp, we need to start. Is he the best wide receiver in the NFL? I would definitely say he's top 3. He had 8 receptions for 92 yards and 2 touchdowns, including the game-winning touchdown that game. He went absolutely insane, and Cooper Kupp, in my opinion, should definitely get consideration for the best wide receiver in the league after what he did that Super Bowl night, also winning Super Bowl MVP. Another guy who we need to really go to is Aaron Donald. Now, the big question about Aaron Donald is he going to retire? Was this Aaron Donald's last ever game in the NFL? He was one of the best defensive players of all time, and that's no doubt now. The only thing really missing from his career, let's face it, was the Super Bowl ring. He got that last night, along with 2 sacks and 2 tackles for loss, including the game-winning quarterback hit on Joe Burrow. I mean, let's just be honest here. Let's sit down. Antonio Brown has made first-team All-Pro 7 years in a row. He's made the Pro Bowl all 8 years he's been in the NFL. Aaron Donald is the, or at least one of the best defensive players of all time. Is he the best? I'm not sure, but he's definitely one of the best, and his resume definitely stacks that up. Now, going down to Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford's gotten his first ring, and of course, with the first ring of Matthew Stafford and all the records he's broken and all the touchdowns he's thrown, you have to start giving him Hall of Fame consideration as well. He had 283 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Not a perfect game for Matthew Stafford, but it was enough to get the job done. Now, of course, we have to get to our elephant in the room. That guy is named Odell Beckham Jr. Odell Beckham Jr. got his first ring, and man, am I so happy for him. I'm pretty sure everybody around football is happy for him. But the question is the injuries. How bad is it? How severe is it? Will it affect his career? And now, we're going to get into the stats first. Odell Beckham, throughout the first 2 quarters, he actually did pretty good. 2 receptions, 52 yards, and 1 touchdown. However, there's a rumor going around that Odell Beckham did, in fact, tear his ACL, so that's very unfortunate for Odell Beckham Jr. I hope that he can really recover. He has pretty much the whole offseason, 6+ months to recover. I do think he will be back in LA next season. I do think he will still serve a pivotal role for their Super Bowl team. Now, of course, we're going to go down to the Cincinnati Bengals. The Cincinnati Bengals are an absolutely amazing team. I think they will be back. However, what's next for the Bengals? Well, what's next is the obvious. The Bengals need an offensive line. They hold the 31st pick in the NFL draft. They definitely need to draft an offensive lineman with some of their picks, especially given the fact that Joe Burrow, and I don't know if you guys have seen the play, but if Joe Burrow on that final offensive play had a little bit more time, he had Jamar Chase wide open. I'm going to put the picture up right here. He had Jamar Chase wide open. If only he had a little bit more time, man, you have to get more protection for Joe Burrow. The fact that he made it all through to the Super Bowl without the protection is amazing enough. But it's just further proof that without protection for your quarterback, you're just not going to make it. You're not going to win it. We've seen it happen time and time again. It is impossible. Now, of course, Joe Burrow, was he injured? We're going to start off with his stats. He did have 283 and 1 touchdown. However, he was sacked 7 times. He was seen grabbing onto his knee later in that game in severe pain. Now, here's the news. It was not the knee that he had the ACL surgery on just a year ago. And Joe Burrow actually said the knee is okay, so I'm guessing it was a little tweak or a stinger. Either way, Joe Burrow's good. He's not brutally injured, so that's really great news coming out of Cincinnati. Now, of course, I know what you're asking. Micah, do you think the Bengals will be back? My personal prediction is yes, but not really anytime soon. I think it's going to take at least 5 years for the Bengals to circle back and remake the Super Bowl and try and get their revenge, if you will, and try and win a Super Bowl ring. I don't think this is a one-year thing. We've seen it all throughout sports. Everybody's like, oh, they'll be back next year. Oh, they'll be back. Yeah, the thing is, everybody says that, and it's just not true. You can't guarantee that the Bengals are going to be back next season. You have the Chiefs that are stacked. You have the Tennessee Titans who are going to be fully healthy. You have the Minnesota Vikings over in the NFC that are threatening with the amount of talent on their team. So you just have so many talented NFL teams to think that the Bengals are going to make a push all the way back to the Super Bowl just next season. Given the fact that they have so many improvements to do, I just don't see it happening anytime soon. I do think it will happen, but in the next 5 years, I don't think we will see the Bengals in the Super Bowl. I do think they may get close once or twice, but I don't think we'll see them there. Now, of course, we're going to go from the actual football and go into part of the atmosphere. It was the halftime show. Now, of course, I know what you're saying. I know what you're asking. Is this the best halftime show of all time? Personally, no. I think Princess was better. However, this halftime show was not that bad. I mean, they were in Los Angeles. You had LA legends. You had California legends. You had Snoop Dogg. You had Dr. Dre. You had all those guys. Kendrick Lamar is another California legend. So that halftime show, I definitely give it a 9 out of 10. It's one of the best halftime shows I've ever watched. Is it the best? No. I definitely rank it in the top 5, though. But that was pretty good. The halftime show was completely epic. I wish the audio would have been a little bit better. And I don't know if you guys know, but there was a rumor that a Tupac Hologram was going to come out, and I was waiting on that. If you don't know who Tupac is, he's one of the best rappers, if not the best rapper, to ever come out of the West. It was absolutely immaculate to see. I really, really want him to come out, but without further ado, it was great. Eminem also performed, Mary J. Blige, all those guys. If you know music, if you watch my channel and know music, then you know the people I'm talking about. These people are legends. They are old, but they're definitely legends, and without further ado, that was an absolutely amazing halftime show. Now, of course, am I going to conclude? Yes, I am. The Super Bowl in general was absolutely great. I think the halftime show was great. I do think the LA Rams have a lot of stuff to maneuver and do. They have a lot of things to solve with their head coach, and of course, with Aaron Donald possibly retiring. Now, personally, I don't think Aaron Donald's going to retire, so I don't think they have to worry about that too much. However, it's still on the horizon. It's still a decision on Aaron Donald's mind, so the Rams also have to deal with that. The Rams also have Cooper Kupp, who I think is going to be there for a pretty long time, especially after the historic season he had. He was amazing this season, man. He won Super Bowl MVP. He ended up winning Offensive Player of the Year. He was a Triple Crown winner. He is the first ever wide receiver to do that in history. In NFL history. Not even Jerry Rice, the league's most dominant wide receiver ever, was able to do that in one season. And man, Cooper Kupp, that just goes to show you the volumes of a great season he's had. It was absolutely amazing to see what Cooper Kupp did. I'm tired of the Cooper Kupp hate. No Cooper Kupp hate will be accepted on this channel. This guy is a top 3 wide receiver in the league, if not the best wide receiver in the league, and I don't want to hear anything about it. Of course, the Bengals, I do think they will be back, but just not in a very, very long time. I do think they have a lot of things to fix up, including that offensive line. Joe Burrow's okay. I definitely think Jamar Chase is going to have a very lengthy career with the Bengals. However, without further ado, the Super Bowl was great. I'm going to end this video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay blessed. I have TikTok, Spotify, Instagram. All those links are going to be in the description. Of course, I would really, really appreciate if you follow them. But of course, whether you follow them or not, I wish nothing but the best for you. I wish that you stay loved and stay blessed. Without further ado, I'm going to end this video. Thank you for watching. We've got 6 months of no football, which is going to be pretty tough. But if you watch my channel, I will make my best effort to keep making football content for you. Thank you for watching.